Hello and welcome to another episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode, we're starting off in City Place, but we're going to try and go over to the island, do a little Pokemon hunting over there. It'll be a new place, and we do have Grandma. She's off at a little cafe at like a triple lure spot. She's very content and hoping for new Pokemon. The Adventure Week is over, so it's back to regular Pokemon hunting, and so far nothing really special, but hopefully we do get a rare Pokemon, or we come across a nest of Pokemon that we still need, such as Hoppip or Cyndaquil. And I will catch up with you later. Alright, so some more goals for today's episode, besides just trying to find Pokemon that we still need. At the end of today's episode, we will be doing all the evolutions from Adventure Week. So that's going to be Kabutops, that's going to be Omastar, that's going to be Magcargo, and then we're also going to go ahead and evolve Steelix, and we're going to go ahead and get Blossom in there as well. And then after that, we are currently walking Mareep. And then the rest of the Pokemon that we still need to encounter Girafarig. And then besides Girafarig, Unknown. Unknown is another one. And then after that, they're all evolutions and evolution lines. So at that point, it's going to be trying to find nests and trying to find new locations to film, new places to see, and really just go out on an adventure. And but for today, we are going to be going over to the island, in a different section of the island than Boynton Inlet. We're going to be going over to the Isle of Palm Beach, and we're going to see, hopefully, a few little places in there. There's a bunch of different cool little places that I've been to, but just never gone Pokemon hunting, I suppose. And the boats are in full effect today behind me. And the bridge is up, so that's always great. But so far, lots of Pokestops. Pretty much just normal Pokemon, literally Rattata, Sentret, Apom. But hopefully we'll find some Hoppips, because I did actually miss out on the grass week, however you call it. I was sick during that time, and Easter, my sister had some personal things going on, so I was helping out with that. So the Eastern grass events I did not really participate in, so the rock event was kind of the first one since the water festival that I was able to participate in. So this is all pretty needed for Hoppips, and also for just walking out Mareep, Togepi, Phanpy, and a couple other ones. But so far, that's kind of where we're at, and I'll catch up with you when we're across the bridge. Alright, so we are now on the island. We are on right once you get over the bridge. There's a little trail for walking, running, biking, etc. Or just a nice place to just chill out. So behind me are all different estates of very wealthy people, and just behind me on this side is the intercoastal. And so this is just a nice little pathway for people to just chill, walk your dog, walk your buddy, go on a date. Plenty of, especially if you're from PBA, this is a very popular date place. You go down and there's a little picnic area at the end. It's what you do. And then I've also heard from friends outside of PBA that this is a nice place to just come and chill, etc. I used to come here all the time, do some sketch work, and or if I just want to listen to music and relax for a little bit, take a nap over in the picnic area. I did it. I don't know if I was supposed to or not, but I did. It was lovely. But yeah, so far, not really too many Pokemon along this trail. And it's not exactly a long trail, but I did forget that I do have a bit of a time conflict here, in that I do have to go back to the meter at some point in City Place and refill that, or I think I have to move the car. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's a thing. But this is absolutely lovely, and there are a couple Pokemon, mostly Poliwags, a couple Merrills, and mostly I'm just enjoying the fact that I get to walk a new Pokemon from Generation 2. This is my first Gen 2 buddy, so I'm very excited about that. Mareep. I chose Mareep not only because of the fact that I've never seen it in the wild, but also because I don't really see an electric event coming up after having 3 type-based events going on. The next thing would be 4th of July, because it is kind of an American company, and I'm not sure what they'll do with that, if they'll do anything with that. There's also the hints out there that the summer will be legendary, so maybe legendary Pokemon will come out for 4th of July, fireworks, red, white, and blue. Maybe substitute the white with yellow and get Instinct in there, repping my team. And maybe they'll open up legendaries for 4th of July. That'd be very cool. It would also be around the 1-year mark for Pokemon Go at that point. And but yeah, so far halfway through my first Mareep candy. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be like Charmander, where it's just gonna be forever. Well, yeah, it's gonna be forever. But anyway, I will go ahead and update you on any progress that we're having. We do have 4 5K eggs and 1 2K egg incubating at the moment. So I'll update you on whatever hatches. Alright, so that was the lake trail. Definitely an awesome place to just visit. So I'm going to go ahead and start making my way back. I have a little extra time so I might explore a little bit at City Place. But other than that, I really don't have much time for anything else. Over here is the Henry Flagler Museum, a place I've never actually been to myself, but it seems quite impressive just by the size of it and because it's Palm Beach. Other than that, nothing really special. I was able to catch a Bulbasaur and a Chikorita, but besides that, nothing really interesting has happened. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way back to City Place, and I'll update you on the progress as we go.
Oregon.
We do have a 2K egg opening. Really the only thing we want from this is Togepi. Anything else, meh. It's a Bulbasaur. That's not that bad actually. Whenever you can get a starter, that's a win. So we're going to actually be a little bit cheeky. We're going to go ahead and cut through my college to get back to City Place, because that's just the fastest way to get through here. So we're actually behind some of the dormitories and some of the classes right now. I'm going to be quiet because I think Summer A has started already. Congratulations for the new graduates. And alright, so yeah, we are cutting through like across from the chapel and the student center now, to my left and right respectively. And so yeah, we're just gonna cut right through, and this is kind of like a mini shortcut to City Place, which is I have like 20 minutes to get there. I have plenty of time. Right, so we are now back in the car. We picked up Grandma, and yeah, so now it's time to get to some evolving. So very excited about this because it will actually complete the Generation 1 part of my Pokedex, except for the regionals and of course legendaries, which aren't in the game yet. So first we gotta find them, which is always fun to do. Here we go. Number 1, Onyx, gonna be evolving into a Steelix. Now we have more than enough metal coats. Well, we need our King's Rocks, which we have 0. So yes, Grandma has 2 King's Rocks, the exact amount of King's Rocks which I need. So that's always lovely. But we now have Steelix, very cool looking, brand new Pokemon. Next up, I actually have to backtrack a little bit and find one of my Glooms. Oh, it's only $16.98. I would have thought that that'd be at least 2,000, but it wasn't. So now I'm gonna go ahead and find one of my Glooms and evolve that into the Lossum with a Sunstone. Where is Gloom? Where are you, Gloom? There you are. 86 IV, so not as good as my Vileplume, but still really good. And gonna go ahead, evolve that, and then we'll have all the Gloom variants now, and we'll have Steelix and Scizor. We have now Sunflora and Blossom. We have Porygon 2. We have what is the evolve? We have Kingdra. So now all we need is just the 2 King's Rocks Pokemon, which are Politoed and the other one that escapes me. Slowking. Slowking is the other one that we need. So now go ahead, find the fossil Pokemon. Kabuto and Ammonite will now be Kabutops and Amistar, which is going to be great, and that's going to be what's going to round out my Gen 1 Pokemon. If I can find them, they're somewhere. They are somewhere. At the bottom. There we are. So we're going to go ahead and evolve just the strongest. Actually, I believe I already IV checked, and I'm going to evolve this one that's favorited. It should be a good IV Ammonite to Amistar evolution, though I'm pretty sure it's not really a gym Pokemon. I'm going to guess it's probably around that 1600, 1700 mark, and probably the same for Kabutops, but it's definitely very cool looking. Actually, it's kind of weird looking now that I see it. It's kind of weird looking. Alright, so there goes Amistar, and then after this, 1900, much better than I thought it would be. Okay. I can actually power that up a little bit too. So I do have 2 favorited Kabutos. One's a really good IV, and the one is the one that I walked with. So I'm gonna go ahead and evolve the one I walked with, which was my buddy. Gonna evolve him, and then I'll evolve the other Kabuto as well. So I'll have a good IV one that I can use in gyms, and then I'll also have the other Kabutops, just because it's my buddy. I don't want to get rid of it, because, you know, all that walking that we had to do with it's built up memories. And there we go, Kabutops, very cool looking, and brand new Pokemon to the Pokedex. And then besides this, we also have the brand new Pokemon to evolve would be Slugma to Magcargo. So I will be
Do you want to go?
doing that.
You want to go? No, okay.
Grandma's talking to cars, and yeah, that's always interesting when she does that. They can't hear her, but she just talks and talks. Just gotta find my Slugma now. There we are. I'm just gonna go ahead and evolve the best CP Slugma. Once again, I don't have high hopes for this as far as a gym Pokemon. I am a passenger. There we go. Oh, I think I canceled it. Oh. Alright, there we go. Do you want to evolve Slugma? Yes, I do. And there we are. Slugma evolving into Magcargo now, into the Fire and Rock type Pokemon, which is probably why it was included into the Adventure Week Rock Pokemon Festival. So very cool, and again, a brand new Pokemon. And we'll go ahead and check up on the Pokedex and see where we're at now. Yeah, only 1200, and it's almost maxed out on the CP bar, so not great. So I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, before I go to my Pokedex, go ahead and check out Mareep. Very cute, very fluffy looking. Yeah, so I've walked 6 kilometers with it now. It's gonna be forever, because I do need 124 candies, and we're only at 17. And so Grandma's making some interesting sound effects. She can't believe that it takes 124 candies, and I only have 17. She can't believe it. She's just so startled, and so startled she almost runs into people. And so now gonna go ahead and check out the Alright, so we are now going to check out the Pokedex. So 215 caught, 226 seen, and it is very full in Gen 1, just missing out on Farfetch'd, Kangaskhan, Mr. Mime, and Tauros, the 4 regional Pokemon, and of course the legendary Pokemon that are not out yet. And so the Pokemon that we still need are the final stages of the Gen 2 starters. We're still needing Togetic and the Flaffy evolution chain. We still need Politoed and Slowking. We still need Jumpluff. We still need to find an Unknown and Girafarig. We still need Granbull and Piloswine. We need Houndoom, Donphan, Hitmontop, Blissey, Pupitar, Tyranitar, and just a couple other ones that I don't know, number 225 and 235. I don't know which ones those are. So yeah, just a few more, mostly just Pokemon that need to be evolved for the most part. And so yeah, I'm going to go ahead, call that the episode right there. If you did like it, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. And as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.